We sat across from each other in a small cafe near Wilkinson Road. The city moved outside the window. Cars passing, people talking, life unfolding like it always does. But inside that cafe, something quieter was happening. At first, we spoke carefully. About his work in Bo. About the long hours. About how different life felt there.
So Bo has been peaceful. Busy though, the work doesn't really stop.
I heard they said you hardly rest.
That sounds accurate. Sometimes, I feel like I left something unfinished here.
Freetown has that effect on people. Is it lonely there?
Sometimes. Bo is calm but it's quiet in a way that feels heavy. You don't realize what noise means until it's gone.
Freetown is never quiet.
Maybe that's why I miss it.
I let him talk. And slowly, something shifted. The distance between us began to fade. He wasn't just the man I admired from across crowds anymore. He was human. A little tired. A little unsure. A little lonely. And for the first time, I allowed him to see me too. Not as a passing face in Freetown, but as a woman with thoughts. With warmth. With quiet strength. Hours passed without us noticing. The sunlight softened. The cafe lights grew warmer. Then he checked his phone. Reluctantly.
I leave again tomorrow. Just a short visit.
Silence.
The words touched something tender inside me. But this time, it didn't break me. Because this time, I had a voice. And this time, I had a choice. I placed my cup down carefully. Daniel, I said.
Daniel, can I tell you something honestly?
Of course.
I took a slow breath, gathering every silent moment. I had swallowed before.
I used to see you everywhere, a Lumley in town, and I liked you. I didn't want to regret it again.
There it was. Not hidden. Not imagined. Spoken.
You like me.
Yes.
You know, I always thought Freetown had a way of holding on to people. Even when you leave. I don't know what this means yet. But I'm glad you told me. I leave again tomorrow. I'm glad you didn't stay silent.
Me too.
That night, as I walked home under the streetlights of Freetown, the air felt lighter. For the first time, love was no longer trapped inside my chest. It had been released into the world. Whether he stayed in Bo or returned for good, I was no longer carrying silence. And somewhere, in his quiet room that night, I believe he was thinking too. About the girl who once watched him from the edges of crowds and finally stepped forward. Perhaps love does not always begin with grand gestures. Sometimes it begins with courage. And sometimes distance is not the end of a story, but the space that teaches two hearts how to find each other again.